Good morning. Good morning. In the last class, I explained about what is the for and what are the different ways we have to use the for, and with the same program, how do you write it in different ways. Okay, explained in the previous class. Okay, now coming to this class, okay, how to explain. Okay, that is the labeled for loops. Okay, labeled for loops. Okay, in the theory, I explained what is a labeled for loop. Okay, in the theory, I explained labeled for loop. It's completed for A section. Hello, hello. Okay, here, suppose if you have the break here, where is the break here? This is in the if is in the inner for loop. Okay, if is in the inner for loop. Okay, whenever the I value is reached to j value, that is I is equality j. Okay, I is equality j. Simply break the loop. Here we have the two loops. Which loop has broken here means, okay, that is the inner for loop. Okay, that is inner for loop. Okay, that means what is the output here? I is equal to 0. Okay, I is equal to 0. 0 is less than. Okay, 0, 0. 0, 0 is not printed. Okay, 0, 0 is not printed because of break. Which loop has break here? Inner for loop has break. Okay, inner for loop has break. Whenever inner for loop has break, okay, whenever the inner for loop has break, there is no value for next j. That means no 1 0 0, no 0 1, no 0 2. No 0 2 because of inner for loop has completed. That means that is terminated means with condition I is equal to j. Simply this is the break. Break the loop. Which loop? Inner for loop has break down here. Okay, next we will go to execute the outer for loop. What is the I value here? Now incrementing the I value. 1 is less than 3. 1 is equality 0. No. 1 is equality break. That means only 1 0 has printed. Okay, only 1 0 has printed. Now 1 0 in the first row. In the second row, 2 0 2 1 has printed. Okay, only the output is 1 0 2 0 and 2 1. Okay, 0 0 is whenever the I value is reached to j value, these two are equal. Okay, simply break the inner for loop. Once break the inner for loop means that is terminated. That is terminated. That means no next value of j, no next value of. That means no 1 and 2. Okay, no 1 and 2. Okay, whenever the I is equal to 1, okay, whenever the I is equal to 1, but j is equal to 0, that means 1 0 has printed. Okay, 1 0 has printed. Okay, understand. Next one, suppose 1 1 means break the loop. Break the loop means no next value of j. No next value of j means no 1 1, no 1 2. No 1 1, no 1 2. Next we will come to I is equal to 2, 2 0. 2 and 0 is not equal. That's why that is printed. 2 1. 2 and 1 are not equal. That is printed. But 2 2 both are equal. Break the inner for loop. At the same time, I value is also reached to 3. Finally, it has completed. The program has completed. Okay, suppose I will use the break here, that is inner. Break the inner means this is equivalent to previous one. No need to specify. Okay, this is the inner for loop. This is the label. Here inner is the label. No need to specify to break this one. No need to specify which loop. Here we have the two loops. Which loop we have to break. No need to specify if the break statement is in the inner for loop. Automatically it is terminated inner for loop. Okay, automatically it is terminated in the inner for loop. What is the need to you have to say? Okay, what is the need to you have to say once again, that is break this loop, break inner. That is automatically that is terminated. You have to check here. Same output will get it. No change of output. Then what is the need to labeling the inner for loop? No need. When it is suppose outer, okay, suppose here the label name is outer, I changed the label name. This is specified to outer. Okay, this is specified to outer. The label has specified to outer. Whenever the label has specified to outer loop, whenever the condition initially, what is the initially when the break has executed, if I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0, break the outer means I think no output for this program. Which loop has broken here? Outer for loop has terminated. Outer for loop has terminated automatically means where is the inner for loop? Automatically inner for loop is also terminated. Okay, check here the output is also, we should not get any output. No output for this program because of no system.out.println is executed. Very starting. If I is equality j, I is initially I is equal to 0, j is equal to 0. If these two are equal, break the outer for loop. Break the outer for loop. What is the need to write in such a way? No output has printed. Suppose you can tell which type of which loop we have to terminate with the help of label. Okay, with the help of label. That is called, this is the example for labeled for loop. Okay, label for loop. When do you apply the label for loop? If you have the more than one loop. That is in the nesting concept. Innermost loop have the break statement. Okay, innermost loop have the break statement. Simply, okay, innermost loop have the break statement. Simply the loop innermost loop has terminated. Okay, innermost loop has terminated. Okay, suppose if you want to terminate other than innermost, then you can specify with the break. Break, what is the label? Which loop we have to terminate? Which loop we have to terminate? That's it. Okay, now I will show the same with continue. Okay, here this is instead of break, here I will write it continue. Okay, if I is equal to j, it has to be continued. Where is this continued? Continue, the continue is in the inner for loop. Okay, continue is in the inner for loop. Okay, which loop has continued? Inner for loop has continued. It will goes to next j value. Okay, it will goes to 0, 0 is not printed because of after continue no statement has executed. Whenever I 0 is equal to 0, continue, this has incremented, j value has incremented, j is 1 is less than 3, 2 is less than 3, we will get it only 0 to 0 3, sorry 0 1 0 2. Okay, 0 1 0 2. Once again we can increment the I value. Here you have to print 1 0 and 1 2, but not 1 1. I and j are equal, just continue. That value, that pair should not be printed here. Okay, that pair should not be printed. Okay, now we'll come to check the what is the output. These are the outputs. 0 1 0 2. 0 0 is not printed because of I is equal to 0. Next 1 1 is not printed because of I is equal to j. 2 2 is not printed because of I is equal to j. That is continue. Here whenever here the continue statement has executed, this statement will not be executed. Okay, this statement will not be executed. Okay, suppose, okay, now I will copy this program. The output is, this is the output for our program. Okay, next one. Suppose same continue with inner loop. Okay, this is the inner labeled. Labeled for which one? Inner for loop. Okay, labeled with inner for loop. This is j is equal to 0, j is less than 3, j plus plus. Okay, this is the inner for loop. Okay, this is equivalent to, what is the break with the inner label means, inner for loop label means, okay, this is also same. You'll get the same output. Same output, no change. Okay, same output, no change. Output is also same. The output is also same. Whenever you have to specify, this is the continue here outer. Next, okay, here you will give any name, not only inner and outer. You will give your name also, no problem. That is a identifier. Okay, this is the outer. Whenever I is equal to j, okay, I is equal to j, continue from outer for loop, not from inner for loop. Here I specified the label for outer for loop. Okay, this is the specification for outer for loop, the label specified. Okay, now it will continue means it will go to the next I value. It will goes to next I value. Next I value, what's the next I value? 1. Okay, 1 0 not equal. That means 1 0 is printed. 1 1 once again. Okay, we'll get here. You will come here incrementing the I value. That means what are the values are printed? 1 0, 2 1, sorry, 2 0 and 2 1. These three values are printed. You will check the output. Only 1 0, 2 0 and 2 1. These are the pages. Okay, it is continued from outer for loop. Whenever if I is equal to j, it continue from outer for loop. It continue from outer for loop means it will take the next I value. What is the next I value? Initially 0. What is the next I value? 1. What is the j value? 1 0. 1 0 means these two are not equal. That value has printed. Then incrementing the j value. 1 is equal to 1. Continue outer. You have to continue from outer for loop. Whenever you have to go at outer for loop means it will take the next I value. What's the next I value? 2. 2 0 not equal. It will be printed. 2 1 not equal. It will be printed. 2 2, that is continue. Continue means once again you will get the next value for I. Now what's the I value? 3. 3 is less than 3. False. Okay, 3 is less than 3 is false. Okay, this is about labeling. Okay, this is about labeling. Okay, the output is only 1 0, 2 0 and 2 1. Okay, this is about nesting of loops. Okay, nesting of loops also, suppose we have to display the patterns. Okay, you have to display the patterns, that is star, 2 stars, so otherwise 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. All these programs are the applications of the nested loops. All the programs are applications for. Okay, by using the nesting concept, you have to develop all the logics. Okay, you have to develop the all logics. Okay, now okay, first I will explain one pattern. Okay, I will explain one pattern, that is 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. For this, already said that how many, what is the row number, that much number of columns in the row. Okay, that much number of columns in the row. Here int n, Okay, here int n, and here I need the import java dot util dot star. Okay, java dot util dot star int n int I comma j. Next, declaring the scanner object, s is equal to new scanner of system dot new scanner system dot in. Okay, new scanner system dot in. Okay, now we'll get the n value. System dot read the n value. Println enter n value. Okay, how do you read? N is equal to s dot next int. Okay, now we'll start it. For I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to less than n, I plus plus. Whenever the I value is equal to 1 initially, how many number of times the inner for loop has executed? For I is equal to 1, 1 is less than, suppose 5, 1 is less than 5, that is less than or equal to 5. Okay, if I is equal to 1, this is the row loop. In the first row, having the how many number of columns? In the first row, having how many number of columns? N not I. Okay, how many number of columns in the first row? How many number of columns in the first row in this pattern? 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. This is the first row. How many number of columns in the first row? Only one column. How many number of columns in the second row? Two columns. How many number of columns in the third row? Three columns. How many number of columns in the fourth row? Four columns. Okay, total how many number of columns in a row means that is that row belongs to what is the number of that row. Okay, that means this is the outer for loop is the what is the outer for loop here? Outer for loop is the row loop. Now we'll write it. How many number of columns means we'll start with j is equal to 1. You have to move up to less than or equal to I j plus plus. Okay, less than or equal to I j plus plus. Okay. Now j is equal to 1. 1 is less than or equal to 1. True. Next, incrementing the j value. What is the next value? 2. 2 is less than or equal to 1? No. How many number of times the for loop has executed here? Only once. Okay, here you will print it. System dot out dot print only. Okay, system dot out dot print. You can print the I value. You will get 1. Let's turn next to 2 like this. Suppose. Okay, next we will go to next line. System dot once one row has finished, we will go to next line for printing. Println. Okay, print ln. This is the program. Okay, now I will run this program. Here ask how many number of rows. Suppose 5. The output is equal to 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, if you want to give the space here, okay, simply you can write how can we concatenate with the help of plus. How can you concatenate with the help of plus? Okay, if you can give more space, you will give, it's not a problem. Okay, now we can run the same program. Here n value is equal to 5. The clarity of your output. Suppose instead of J here, J has that is 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Here the columns are moving means you can print the J value. What is the column value? You will get the column numbers. Suppose you can print the I, only the row number has printed. Suppose here I, the same program, check it what is the output. You will get 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5 like this. Only the row number has printed in the row. Okay, because of printing the I value here. Suppose if you can print the J value here, okay, you will get the column numbers. First column, second column, third column, fourth column like this. Okay, this is the one way you have to write it. Okay, this is the one way you have to write it. One more way is also there. I will explain. Next one. Okay, here I will start with J is equal to 1. Okay, we will start with that depends if J is equal to 1, I is equal to somewhere. J is equal to 1, I is suppose J is equal to 1, I is equal to 2. That is 1, 1 and 1, 2. Okay, 1, 1 and 2, 2. 1 is less than or equal to 2, 2 is less than or equal to 2. But 3 is less than or equal to t is false. Instead of this, okay, you have to write for the equivalent statement for J is equal to I, J is greater than or equal to 1, J minus minus. You can write in such a way also. J is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, J is greater than or equal to 1. You will start with what is the I value, that is J is equal to I up to the 1. If suppose J is equal to 5, I is equal to 5, J is equal to 5, 5 is greater than or equal to 1, that is decremented. J has decremented, 4 is greater than or equal to 1, 3 is greater than or equal to 1, 4 is greater than or equal to 1, 1 is greater than or equal to 1, 0 is greater than or equal to 1 is false. Okay, 0 is greater than or equal to 1 is false. Okay, here the J value, you will get the value is somewhat. The pattern you will get it, that is in the reverse order. 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 like this. Okay, no problem. The pattern you will get it. Okay, in such a way also you will write it. That's not a problem. Okay, now what's the output here? This is the output. Okay, this is the output. You will write it in such a way also, no problem. Okay, these all are the applications of the nesting of for loops. Okay, nesting of for loops. At the same time, matrices also. Okay, at the same time, matrices also. The matrices also. Matrix is a two-dimensional array. How many loops are required to read or write or processing the two-dimensional array? You need the two for loops. That is the nested loops. Two for loops in the nesting. Okay, two for loops in the nesting. Okay, next. Okay, next the program is. Now I will write the program for matrix multiplication, matrix addition. Mat add. Now I will get the. This is the skeleton of the program. Now I can declare all. I will give the finishing touch. Okay, here you need the import java.util.start. star. Okay, java.util.star. What is the read of this program? Okay, I will write it here. Addition of two matrices. Addition of two matrices. Okay, first of all, how do you declare the array to a matrix? Suppose before going to matrices, okay, you have to read with arrays. For going to first one-dimensional arrays, you will go to first one-dimensional arrays. Okay, this is not a matrix addition, so leave it. This program. Okay, later I will write it. Before going to this one, array one, array one. Okay, here import java.util.star. Import java.util.star. Now delete all this. First of all, okay, how can you declare the array? In Java, how can you declare array? Suppose integer array, int a. That's all. Don't give the indexes. You don't give the indexes. Okay, just int a. What is the size of the array? You have to read with n. You have to read with n. N is the size of the array. Okay, n is the size of the array. Okay, fine. Okay, first of all, you can read the n value. System dot first you can create the scanner object for reading. Scanner s is equal to new scanner of system.in. This is mandatory for reading. Okay, this is the mandatory for reading. Okay, scanner s is equal to new scanner. Scanner s is equal to new scanner. Now read the size of the array. System.out.println. Enter size of array. Enter size of array. Okay, come to here. Okay, that is n is equal to s dot next int. S dot next int. Okay, n is equal to s dot next int. Read the array also. Read the size of the array. Now we can read the array. Okay, for that you will write is system dot out dot println enter array values. Enter array values. Okay, enter array values. How do you read the array? One dimensionally, how do you, so for now we can, there is no size for r. Now we'll write it a is equal to how many number of integers? That is n number of integers. Okay, a is equal to, this is called as instantiation. This is called as instantiation. Okay. Next one, read the array. How do you read the one dimensional array? Int I is equal to 0, I is less than n and I plus plus. Okay, I plus plus. Now you can read it. A of I is equal to s dot. A of I is equal to s dot next int. Okay, s dot next int. Array has read. Here read the array. Over. Okay, first of all, what is the size of array read by next int? Next, enter array values. Okay, first you have to instantiation the array, how many with how many number of values. This is the new concept in Java. but not in C language. Okay, A is equal to, okay, A is equal to, okay, S is equal to new int. A is equal to new int of how many number of integers. Here already I entered the n value, okay, before whenever the statement has executed. Okay, n value, that much number of integers are allocated. The memory has allocated with the help of new operator. Now read the for I is equal to 0, I is less than an I plus plus, A of I is equal to S dot next. A of 0 is equal to, you can enter the values automatically, the values are stored into the array. Now we can print the array. How can you print the array? Okay, in C language, here we will write it scanf percentage d A of I, ampersand A of I. But here this is the reading procedure, reading the array. This is the reading procedure. Now I will write the values. Okay, write the values means same for loop starting with I and okay, instead of this one I will write it system dot out dot print system dot out dot printf percentage d comma slash t A of I. This is the program reading the array in Java. What is the new one here? This is int A of. You cannot specify the size because of the memory has not allocated for arrays in Java at compilation, at compile time. Okay, the memory has allocated at runtime. First, this is the statement for this is called as instantiation. Okay, this is called as instantiation. Next, the reading procedure is same by using the for loop, but instead of scanf and printf, here you have to read the with the help of next int, and you have to write the values using the system.out.printf. Okay, now I will execute this program. What happened? Here the enter the size of the array is 5. The values are 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Values are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. These are the values. Okay, now this is the program for reading and writing of array. Reading and writing of array. Arrays, from here onwards, arrays programs are started. The first program, reading and writing of arrays. Okay, reading and writing of arrays, the output is, this is the output. Okay, this is the output of the our program. Okay, next one, how do you reverse the array? How do you reverse the array? Reversing of array. Reverse the array. How do you reverse the array? Gangotri?
Sir, taking the size reverse, sir, from n minus 1, n minus 2.
N minus 1, what is the initial value of n? I value n minus 1. Okay, n minus 1 up to
0.
up to 0 means how do you write the statement? I is starting with n minus 1. Here n is equal to 5. Suppose you can assume what is the maximum index 4? I is equal to 4 up to which is the minimum index?
Minimum index 0, sir.
Up to how do you write the condition? Starting with 4, ending with 0. Okay, ending with 0. The third statements are, what is the third statement? Minus minus, I minus minus. In between, how do you write the statement? How do you write the condition here? I is descending loop having the greater than or less than. Ascending loop having the less than or equal to. Descending loop having the maximum to minimum. Descending
Greater.
loop greater than or equal to 0. We have to start with n minus 1 value ending with 0. N minus 1 is the maximum index in an array, 0 is the minimum index. Okay, 0 is the minimum index. Reverse the array. Okay, now run this program. Array size is 5. Inputs are 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Okay, reversing the array. Okay, reversing the array. Okay, in such a way, you have to simply think what is the logic for reading and writing and how to reverse the array. Okay, how to reverse the array. Minute. What is the output? This is the output of the program. The next one, suppose I want to print, okay, I want to print from a given position to, okay, from a given position to up to end. From a given position to here, I don't give any given position. Okay, the array has started with 0, I will give the 0 to n, 0 to n. But here the logic is I have to give the some position in an array from that the remaining elements. From that all the elements I have to print. How do you print? How do you print from a given position? Suppose second element to fourth element, second element to last element. Okay, second element to last element from a given position. Suppose here uh, here int I is equal to 0. Okay, I is less than n. I plus plus. Okay, is less than n. I plus plus. Here there is no given position. Always this is starting from 0th index. Suppose the given position means here instead of 0, if I will give the 2, that is called as given position. 2 up to n minus 1. Okay, up to n minus 1. That is, you have to take the one more variable. Okay, that is position. Pass. Read that pass. Okay, read that pass. The position you have to read it. The position has assigned to. Okay, here enter the position. Okay, enter the position here. What is the position? Pass is equal to s dot next. Okay, position is equal to s dot next. Here we will start with okay, I is equal to instead of 1 0 int I is equal to position. I is less than n I plus plus. I will give the position here. Okay, I will give the position. Now check it. Array values 5. Array values are 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Suppose position 3. Position 3, 3, 4 values are printed. Third position, fourth position values are printed. Okay, here I will give the, here I given the starting position. But the ending position is automatically the last position is the ending position. Okay, the starting position This is the array. What is the meaning of this program? Array has displayed with a given with a starting with a given position to and position. The given position to end position. This is the program. Okay, this is the program. Next one. Okay, I will give the starting position and given position and also the ending position also. I will give the two inputs from here to here. But here in this program, just I given from here to last. I did not specify from where. From where I specified. Okay, from where you have to start, that is the position. Up to ending. Up to ending, that is I is less than n. Instead of n, some position from 0, suppose second position to fourth position only. Okay, second position, I will give the second position to fourth position. Okay, second position to fourth position. Okay, second position to fourth position. Get that situation. Okay, suppose before going to the program, look here. Suppose I will give the position here greater than n value. Suppose greater than or equal to n value. Then can you print the values? This is the test case. That means the given position that should be equal to 0, that is the minimum is 0, the given position is 0, minimum is the 0, maximum is the 4. Suppose you will give more than 5, more than 4, more less than 0. The position means whatever the position, minus 1 is also position, 5 is also position. Understand the test case. Once you can give the position here, suppose instead of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, instead of 0, I will give the minus 1. Where is the minus 1 value? The value, what the value position you have to enter here, that should be less than, greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to n. Yes or no?
Yes,
Simply,
sir.
that is, okay, that is the what's the condition here. If position is greater than or equal to 0 and position less than or equal to n. Okay, before going to this one, I will check, I will explain without this. Okay, with the test case, the failure test case, I will explain here. Suppose the array size is 5. Values are 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Okay, total 5 values. Then the position is, I will give the minus 1. You will get the array index out of bounds. I said that there is no minus 1. Okay, there is no, here I minus 1 is less than n. What is the position here I given I is equal to pass, that is a minus 1. Minus 1 is less than n. That is condition is true, but there is no a of minus 1. There is no a of minus 1. Okay, that is the reason we will get the exception. This is called as exception. Later I will explain. Array index out of bounds. Okay, suppose I will give more than 4. Maximum index is 4 here. The array values are, number of values are, next 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay, position is equal to 5. What is the output? No output. These two test cases are failure. Okay, now the position should be, come to here, the position should be, okay, the position should be greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to n. Then you have to process. Okay, then you have to process this. Otherwise, no need. Okay, you have to write the else block here. Okay, simply invalid position. invalid position. Okay, invalid position. Okay, now we'll write the program. Now we can give the now we can compile once again, run this program. Suppose array size is 5, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay, position is equal to -1, invalid position. But in the previous case, you'll get the array index out of bounds. We got the array index out of bounds in the previous. Now your program will gives the some information regarding to your program. This is your test case. Okay, your what is the input you entered? That's not a correct input. Okay, that's not a correct input. Next you will come to, that is -1 is greater than or equal to 0, false. Okay, -1 is greater than or equal to 0, false. That means the else block has executed. Suppose I will give maximum 5, 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Position is equal to 5. Is there any sorry, less than or equal to, that is wrong. Less than n. Okay, less than n, because of index is starting. Size is 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Position is equal to 5. We'll get invalid position. We will get invalid position. Understand? Understand the program?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in such a way you have to find out the what are the test cases and write the program and execute it. You have to find out what are the problems in our program. Okay, and then you can solve. Then you can solve like this. Understand? Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Good. Okay. Next one, I think class maximum over 48 minutes means class over. Okay, suppose you have to give the position, starting position and also ending position. Okay, that is a of, suppose you will write it, this is the like this, a of 1:5. Gangotri, actually I given this concept to
Sir.
you. A of 1,
Yes, sir. The output
starting index